what are the factors that could influence your behavior in the classroom? So when I talk about all these different factors, right, I can divide them into 3 different levels, right? The first level is from above, right? This could be the leadership style of your school leaders or of your RO, right? The way they lead could have an impact on your behavior in teaching. The school climate as a whole will have an impact on your teaching behavior as well. And the perceived job pressure that is coming above you, right? How you see yourself as a teacher, whether you are you faced with a lot of time constraint, etc. This could influence you from the top. Then another level, right, is within you, right? Factors within you that will affect your behavior in the classroom. The first one is more in terms of your personality, right? We call it COSAL orientation. So there are 2 types of COSAL orientation. One is autonomous orientation. So if you are a more autonomous oriented person, right? Okay, no matter what kind of situation you are in, you feel that you still can make decisions as to what you want to do. Okay, so you still, even if I put you in a jail, right, you still feel that you are autonomous. But if you're a more controlled person, right, you have a controlled orientation, even if I give you totally free choice as to what you can do, it's up to you, etc., you still think that, no, I ought to do it in this way. I better check with my RO first before I do this, right? So if you have a controlled orientation, then that is in you, right? Then the next thing is in terms of your psychological needs, satisfaction, okay, whether these 3 needs are being satisfied in that environment. Now, worse still, right, if you don't get satisfied in terms of your 3 needs, right, you can get frustrated, right? The environment can frustrate your 3 needs, and that will influence your behavior. The next thing is about your goals, right? What is it that you are trying to achieve from teaching your student? So this could be intrinsic goals, such as you are trying to build your student as a useful citizen, or you are more concerned with the well-being of your students, or more extrinsic goals in terms of getting results, getting promoted, or getting into a specific university or secondary school, etc. Right? Then, of course, the next thing is in terms of your own efficacy as a teacher, right? How you see yourself, your own teaching skills, competency in teaching, etc. And the last thing will be your motivation to teach. These are the factors that is within you. Of course, there are also factors below you that is coming from the student, right? When you go into a classroom, whether your students are motivated to learn in a more intrinsically way or more extrinsic manner, right? So that will affect you. If your students are all intrinsically motivated, right, that will actually change some of your behavior, right? The next thing is in terms of your students' behavior, whether they are pro-social or anti-social. So sometimes if you are given a class that has got a lot of students with behavioral problems, that will impact your teaching behavior. And the last thing, right, is in terms of your students' engagement, right? Whether they engage in your lesson or they don't engage in your lessons. So from our latest research, right, in creating a motivating school, we found that factors within the teachers actually matters the most when it comes to the way you teach in the classroom. So it is actually within you, within your control, right, to decide how you want to teach in a classroom. It is not determined so much by the factors above you or the factors below you, all right?